the excitement and anticipation you felt as a child when you were taken to an amusement park for the first time? Or your first leap off a diving board, going up a ski lift, or riding a bike? Remember the energy of anticipation you felt trying out for a sports team, auditioning for a part in a play, or before taking off for your first day at camp. If you were lucky, you had someone encouraging you, someone who would say, "It's going to be okay. You're going to have a great time." For many of us, our fear of exploring new things often grows as our schooling proceeds, and our sources of encouragement may dwindle. Most of us experienced or witnessed embarrassing, even traumatic experiences of failing in public. Being picked last for a game, singing off key, a moment of clumsiness, or any expression of being different. At school, we had no choice but to attempt new things. In art class, you had to draw. In math class, you had to do long division. In gym class, you had to play dodgeball. Whether you liked it or not, we all had to perform publicly in areas in which we were unskilled. As adults, we have more choice about risking the potential embarrassment associated with trying something new. And given the choice, most grown-ups choose to focus only on those areas in which they have natural talent or are most familiar, and avoid areas that are perceived as uncomfortable, too challenging, or unfamiliar. As a result, many people become narrower in perspective as they get older. One of the simplest and most wonderful ways to nurture your dimostrazione is to learn something you've always wanted to learn. I call this the dream hobby. The dream hobby is the activity or skill that you've always dreamed of developing. Maybe it's something you started at some point but then gave up. Or maybe you felt that you just didn't have enough confidence to learn whatever it is. And of course, adulthood brings lots of responsibility and pressure, so it's easy to just put it off. We tell ourselves we just don't have the time, or find other reasons to convince ourselves that we just can't go out and do it right now. And as we've learned, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy. I've been inspiring students to pursue their dream hobbies for decades. No one has ever regretted it. And one of my greatest sources of delight is when people tell me how much their lives have been blessed by pursuing something they've always wanted to do. Some years ago, I was leading a seminar for a business group in the Midwest, and I had them do the exercise that you're about to do, in which you'll identify your dream hobby and then make a plan to actualize it. 4 years later, I was invited back to the same organization. When we got to this exploration, a gentleman raised his hand and said, "I was here 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was the only person in my family who didn't play a musical instrument. So when the family gathered for Thanksgiving, I was relegated to serving the punch or attending the fire when they'd all begin to play music." Being in this class inspired me to do what I always wanted to do, learn to play the piano. He explained how he found a good teacher and set a comfortable practice schedule for himself. He said as he got into it, time would disappear while he was playing. And he achieved his goal and had just performed successfully at a family gathering. He told the group, "It was one of the most satisfying, wonderful experiences of my life. I encourage all of you to follow your dream." Ready to clarify and follow yours? So what hobby are you most passionate about trying or pursuing to a higher level? In your notebook, please write a list of at least 5 hobbies that you'd like to explore. I'm going to ask you to pause the video and take some time to wander through the possibilities and write your list. Then get right back to me for next steps. Okay, pause now. Do you feel excited about moving forward just by writing your list? Did you get stuck after the first few? Or did 5 or more flow out easily? Just thinking about the things you'd like to pursue can elevate your mood and energy. We're going to create a path that will actually get you out there moving forward with something on your list. Next, I'd like you to review your list and choose the activity you'd like most to pursue. It might be helpful to first narrow your list down to 2 or 3 top contenders. Contemplate them and then choose the one you'll explore further. Okay, pause now and pick one from your list. What did you come up with? Learning to play the guitar or piano? Earning a black belt in jiu-jitsu or aikido? Getting your pilot's license? Learning a language? Learning to juggle? The doubting part of your mind may already be worrying about, when will I find the time? How can I afford this? How am I going to do this as a beginner or with people who are more advanced? Stay tuned as we navigate through these impediments. I'd like you to write answers to the following questions. I'm going to read through each of them, then I'll leave the full list up on screen and ask you to pause the video and take some time to write your answers. Here we go. How might I benefit from this pursuit? Let's say, for example, that you wanted to learn how to juggle. Some benefits could be the ability to delight children of all ages. It's a great way to be active and stay fit. It cultivates balance between the 2 sides of body and brain. When you're learning it, it takes all your attention and helps to clear your mind of worry. And once you've learned, it's a wonderful moving meditation that soothes your soul. And it's a great way to meet and share an activity with new people. What are my goals? Write out some specific goals you have for your pursuit and be sure to set a timeline. A goal is a dream with a deadline. So for juggling, your first goal might be something like, in week 1, I will juggle 3 balls continuously for 30 seconds. What resources will I need? Even if you don't know exactly what you'll need, make a list to the best of your ability. It will help build excitement. For juggling, it's pretty simple. 3 balls or bean bags and a place without lots of breakable objects. Where can I find a good school or teacher? We're fortunate enough to have the incredible power and immediacy of the internet, so you can get your search started right away. But also think about all the people you know who might help you get more information. Call them as soon as you finish this video. Talking about it will breed more enthusiasm. How much time would I like to devote to it? Here, I'd like to focus on how much time you would like to devote to it. Then you can start to think about all of the pockets of your day where you can find time. A lot of us could find a lot of time if we sacrifice some of our TV watching or social media chit-chat just to start with. You might be able to get up early or stay up later or find some pockets during your busy day. You can find the time and it will be well worth it. With most things, you'll find that if you can devote 20 minutes per day to practice, you'll see quick progress. How do I get started this week without delay? That's right, I said this week. If you find a class that doesn't start for a month, figure on a way you can start in the next couple of days. Sign up for private lessons to get you primed. Make a plan to start right away. I'm going to put the list up full screen, and I'd like you to take a few minutes to write your answers for whatever activity you've chosen. Okay, pause now. Okay, when we come to the end of this video in a few moments, I'd like you to use your answers to create a roadmap for getting started with your new experience. Your mission is to begin engaging actively in your new experience in the next week. That's right, within 7 days. Start right after you finish watching this video. Making your dream hobby an integral part of your life is a simple but profound way to contribute to your own personal renaissance. Although learning through books or websites is great, you'll want to complement that with a real-life teacher or coach. When you find one, schedule 10 lessons and pay for them in advance. This tends to prevent last-minute excuses and the inertia of habit from interfering with your intention. By passionately pursuing an area of interest besides work and family, you broaden your perspective in a way that enriches all aspects of your life. And just a few more words of encouragement. Now that you've learned about learning from mistakes, you can learn faster and have more fun. Contemporary neuroscience makes it clear. The worse you are at it, the better it is for your brain. Plus, you've probably noticed that the experience of time passing accelerates as you get older. So if you begin it now, you'll be great before you know it. Please keep in touch and let me know about your progress in pursuing your dream hobby by emailing or posting on the website. There's lots more guidance available on how to learn whatever you want in the books and on the website. I look forward to seeing you soon as we explore the next principle, sensazione.